So this is how to defend on Oregon top floor, kids dorm, and dorm's main hall. So I'm just gonna bring the Tachanka to set up site easier, and I'm going to be showing you to place your rotates and reinforcements. So first, you're gonna have a rotate on this wall right here, a rotate, and then reinforce this wall right here. Then you're gonna come over to the wall facing big window, and you're gonna put your beetles and reinforce the left wall. The reason you do this is so that if they can't get the long angle from here. Let's just say they have shot it open, right? They can't get the long angle from big window, outside big window, all the way onto here, and even if all the way onto the rotate, they have to, if they want that angle, they have to shoot this wall. And if they DMR this wall out, make it soft, because if you leave it soft, they can just DMR it out and get still the same view of the rotate, and also cut off back attics all the way from back there. Now you're gonna run over here, and you're gonna reinforce this wall right here. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna place head holes on this wall. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna run over to back attic and reinforce wall number 1, and reinforce, okay, 1 second, and reinforce wall number 2. Then a player's gonna go on over here and put a rotate on this wall, and then reinforce this wall. Then from here you're gonna go all the way over to armory corridor, make head holes across wall number 1, and make head holes across wall number 2. Then you're gonna make head holes on this wall here. Then you can make this wall right here. It can be vaultable in case you want your guy in attic to be able to watch the top of this window, just to see a repellent, or if they reverse repel onto that window. And then that's how you would set up the site. And now I'm going to be showing you. Oh yeah, by the way, on this wall, you can choose to have head holes, you can choose to have a rotate, or you can just choose to leave it soft. Or if you really want to, you can reinforce it. It's really just preference. And here's the ops you go, and here's where you place the utility. First op you're going to bring is the castle. With castle, you're going to place a castle here. You're going to place a castle here. You're going to place a castle here. And lastly, you're going to place a castle here. This castle is going to be playing in armory to watch the stairs, to watch the door, can watch the window over here, can watch the window over here too if you want to. If this window gets open, the best thing you can do really is just fall off. And if they cut off this window, then you really just gotta play your life. Or if someone just is looking down the stairs, you gotta just try to fight the kid down the stairs and try to fight the door and just run back to site. Now, second person you're gonna be bringing is a Jaeger. Now this Jaeger is gonna place his Jaegers. This Jaeger is gonna be placing his Jaegers here, here, and his last Jaeger can go all the way over here. Editing blooper here. Change this last Jaeger to be on white door. The white door Jaeger just protects him from, if you have head holes on the wall in games, the single wall in games, protects the mute from getting nades thrown out from the window, or from also the white stairs, just that he can't really get flushed out of there as easily. This Jaeger can play just in sight in dorms main hall, or and kids to fight big window, fight single window, and also be able to fight white stairs. The next op we're going to be bringing is someone with a shotgun, smoke or mute. I'm going to go smoke because I think he has the better utility for how we're setting up sight. And this smoke is going to place a barbed wire on white stairs and a barbed wire on red stairs in case someone tries to walk up on this player in armory. Now where the smoke is going to be playing is he's going to be playing in this box with his shotgun, keeping them from getting into master bedroom, just keeping them out, fighting, smoking it off, just really playing to make sure these kids can't get it. With his last smoke, I recommend he smokes deep right here, and he goes and flex reinforces this off, and plays sight. Now the next player we're going to bring for this composition is going to be a Cade or a Bandit. This Cade or Bandit is going to place their Cade batteries or Bandit, their Cade charges or Bandit batteries on first the main wall, and secondly all the way back in back attic. This is so that they can't get these walls, they can't get the pressure from attic to try to clear this guy out who's going to be playing over here, and this is where your Cade's going to be playing in attic. Can support this guy here, or your Bandit can support the window repel, can support over here, and can of course support in sight. I recommend this Cade doesn't play too long in here and really just plays kids and dorms. And maybe if you want, you can play sneaky games over there, but I don't recommend it because then you're just too close to each other. So yep, that's where Cade will be playing. Our last player can really be anybody. Just someone, let's just say Legion, just for the traps, who's gonna actually be playing in this corner right here, and they're just gonna be helping fight these kids on this master bedroom balcony and on this window here. I can also fight these kids on stairs if this door is still closed, or if smoke is holding it, or like if smoke smokes this fully off. You can peek the guy's stairs, and can eventually run back to sight. That is how you play top floor on Oregon, and dorms main hall, and in kids. Sorry, I'm gonna have to stitch this into the video too. If they end up banning castle, reinforce this wall here on trophy and attic. Reinforce these two walls here. Have your shotgun player playing here. Have a shotgun player playing still in there. And just have somebody playing in attic. It's a lot closer. A lot more tradability. And also just all this map control here goes to them, because without that castle it's pretty difficult to play armory. So I just recommend fully giving it up and just playing with this wall. This wall doesn't have to be reinforced. This wall can still keep its heddles just to be able to fight this and be able to trade out with this guy. So I still actually recommend keeping these heddles and just reinforcing the double wall in master bedroom, just to keep the playability in here still, so that when they walk upstairs you can still play in the closet with your shotgun, and you can still play close corner here with the shotgun, with whatever that you're using to chow this, and to chow stairs, or even armory really. And these head holes allow you to chow an armory if they're close, allows you to chow the door on trophy, allows you to chow the balcony, And then also you can chow this window here and also the window in the game. So this is editing Blueberry here. I figured that it's just better for me to re-record the whole basement site because I messed up on the rotate, and I'm also gonna be positioning people differently so that it actually isn't as easily available to collapse on the site. So firstly, I'm just gonna go to Chonka to show you guys how to set up site, and then I am going to show you guys where to play. So first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna make a rotate on this right wall on supply, and then reinforce this left wall on supply. Then you're gonna come over to supply closet and make head holes across the left wall, and then reinforce the right one, and then in supply room you're gonna make a rotate between supply and laundry. And then you're gonna come over to laundry room and you're gonna make a rotate between laundry and freezer on this very right wall. And then reinforce this left wall. And then you're gonna get these head holes, sorry, not head holes, high holes to watchtowers all the way up here. Then you're gonna come over to box. And in my opinion, you can have it however you want it set up. I do recommend to have the head holes here and here, and then reinforce this wall right here. The reason why I personally like these holes being here right next to each other is because it just gives you this super long angle all the way into blue if you peek out the left side. And the next thing you guys are gonna go is get all three hatches. All three hatches. 1, 2, and lastly 3. Okay, so the first stop you're gonna bring is Warden with his deployable shield. You're gonna play Warden with his deployable shield and blue bunker at 90, and you're just gonna place it down, and you're just gonna play off his shield and just lock everything down. Shotgun, don't let them walk in. If they try to flash you out, of course, you have your goggles, so you can't really get flashed out. They would have to nade you out or Flores you out. So that's really all they can do. The next operator you're gonna bring to support this warden who's gonna be playing in blue bunker is gonna be Jaeger or Wamai. I do personally recommend Wamai actually for this one, just because of the range of how he can throw his utility and where he can throw it. So I recommend as Wamai, you throw your Wamai disc here, and you can just really play boiler behind 90, or you can play in electric room with this wall reinforced and just be challenging blue barrels. The next operator you're gonna bring is gonna be the mute or smoke. I'm gonna just go smoke for this, and the smoke is gonna be playing shotgun on these stairs, just holding down time for as long as you can, smoking it off, maybe even placing his barbed wire up so that he can just pre-fire them off of them hitting the barb. And he's just going to be playing here, and then if he wants, he can then rat down in Harry Potter if he starts to get flooded out too much. And then the next operator you're going to bring is going to be the Malusi or the Legion. If I feel like Malusi is just a better pick. Or you can also go Goyo, which actually I'm going to go the Goyo here. And you're going to put the Goyo here. A Goyo here. A Goyo here. and a Goyo here. This to support both your blue, your your 90 player in blue, and then also your player playing electrical, a box, whatever you want to call it. Where this Goyo is going to be playing, this is going to be playing over here in Freezer, and he's just going to be defending Freezer side, making sure they can't get in. And yeah, and then as the last operator, I just recommend really any Trap Op, Malusi, Legion, Ella, or Fenrir. I really do recommend as a Trap Op, you go Malusi or Fenrir, and you place your Malusis. If you go Malusi, you can place one Malusi here, which covers Hatch Drop 2 and covers the walk up. A Malusi here to watch the close walk up. A Malusi in blue, of course, to keep to give a fair warning to the people defending blue. And even at the start of the round, if you wanted to, you can go outside and place the Malusi here. You can place it even deeper because they don't have really the time. It takes too long for them to run down here, and you just have enough time to place it here if you're doing that at the start of the round. Though it's probably just better here just because your wording can swing off of the sound audio of them coming in, and so can your Wamai. And then last one is for supporting your person who's going to be playing the main stairs. Just this Malusi supporting him. And then this Malusi is going to be playing all the way down in this room here in supply closet to watch them walking down red stairs, and can also really support the Freezer player if she has to, and then the Freezer player can also support her if he has to. Editing Bloober here again. The audio of the third side on Oregon I was making is choppy and doesn't really want to work correctly, so I'm just going to be redoing it all over again. And yeah, not very happy about that, and I can't really do much about it. But on Oregon first floor, you're going to be defending Meeting Hall Kitchen. I'm going to be the chunk to set up the rotates. I'm going to set up rotates, set up sites, and then show you guys where to play and how to play that certain area. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to make the rotate on kitchen wall on the left side, and then reinforce the right side of this kitchen wall. And then you're going to make a rotate here on kitchen wall. Can be whatever type of rotate you want. Can be crouching, can be standing, can be vaultable. Then you're going to come over here and make a rotate on this wall here. And then reinforce this middle wall right here. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to make high holes on this wall and kitchen right here. And then you're going to finally come over to your meeting hall, and you're going to reinforce this wall here. And this wall all the way over here. And you're going to come down here and reinforce this wall, this right wall here. And then you're going to place high holes on this wall here. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to run upstairs and set up upstairs. And this wall and games right here. Then you're going to come over and go all the way over to kids and set up the feedals on this wall here. Pop the hatch here. These high holes here now allow you to watch from the hatch all of really dining hall, just to close up. Also, if you want, you can make the bow holes into watching the door too. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to make the rotate on the left wall here. And then come over here, reinforce this wall here. Reinforce this wall here. And reinforce this wall here. Next thing you're going to do is pop this hatch here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make a rotate on this left wall right here. And now I'm going to show you the team composition to bring, who to play, who to bring, and where to play. First person that's going to be holding upstairs is going to be the soulless shotgun. This soulless is going to help set up upstairs, and also is going to be able to use their soulless scanner to check for plant, check if they're planting, check if they're setting up an execute, and also is going to be able to make vertical on site, such as the vertical that you can get from, you can watch it on stairs here. You can walk up into here if you make the vertical correctly, just so that nobody can walk up. You can also make the vert here if you want to watch it. You can watch vertical onto the single door. You can watch vertical, I believe. I don't know where this is. On the double door if you make the shotgun. To make the vertical holds, you can watch the doubler kinda from here. It's a little difficult too, but this Solus is really just gonna be holding kids side and throne main hall. The next upgrade you're gonna bring for up top, I recommend is probably the Solus, or sorry, not the Solus, is probably, in my opinion, the a shotgun op, probably muted smoke. I do recommend probably going smoke, or even legion. Really, legion works for the stairs so that nobody can walk up. And this smoke is gonna play on tower stairs, and just is really gonna stop people from being able to get into tower. And can also watch the the high holes all the way into side if he wants. And he gets a really long angles. I'm also gonna just put one, and then the next stop you're gonna go can be that's not K the Bandit. Can be a zombie, and then the zombie can make places to hold in here. She can throw in a zombie on here and hold an angle on this if she wants. And the zombie can really just play all of the site and meeting hall and just make her zombies more playable and make the site more playable. And if she really wants, she can put in a zombie here in case she's scared of the vert holes. If like all that room gets taken, and she can also throw in a zombie up here to stop anyone from getting her getting just fried from hatched. Next upgrade you're gonna bring is gonna be I personally recommend Trapbot, Malusi, Legion, Fenrir. We'll just go Fenrir for the sake of it. Fenrir's gonna throw his Fenrirs here. Here. All the way down over here. You can get it further in the better, just so that they can't really see it. And then last Fenrir is gonna come all over here and back meeting hall, and you can throw it really, I guess, just here on the double door. Same thing where you're gonna be placing your Malusis, really, all the real side entry points. And he's just gonna play in kitchen, and is just gonna really just play kitchen security side. And then as your last op, I actually recommend the vigil. And what this vigil is gonna do is this vigil is gonna go all the way down to tower, and he's just gonna lurk in basement of tower in case he needs to take back up tower control, or he's just really gonna play late game execute and just stop anybody from pushing bottom tower. Bad aim. If someone comes to this door, he can fry them. if someone just starts to try to, like, you can hide here, and if someone tries to look up on your player from the doors over there, you can just hide, wait for you to hear them close, and just absolutely fry them. And then if your player dies up here, you can fight this, and then also then come back to fighting the holes, and just play all of this again. So it's really just trade, refrag, and just keep the holds up top, because all this site can really be watched from here. The only thing that really can't is all the way over there, and this hatch helps just watch all that really. Like, you can watch all that from this hatch. Maybe you can't see a little corner, but you can also just watch a lot of the stuff from this hatch, and if you really need to, you can make a vert like right here and try to look at anything through the rotate or anything here, and just really make a vert onto any real entry points such as the single door over here, and just be able to watch everything and hold for plant all the way up top and just keep them out. And that's how you defend first floor kitchen and meeting hall. Finally finished video blooper here. This took way longer than I expected it to. Each of the original clips for each site was like around 15 minutes of pure recording, and then it also took me around like and I want to say like 45 minutes per each 15-minute segment to actually edit all the jumps and all that and make sure that nothing was wrong, and then I had to keep watching the video over and over again just to make sure that everything was correct. I hope it isn't too bad, because I'm not really good at editing or anything, and I'm really just making the whole site thing just for the people I play with. But I am gonna just publish it just to publish it, just get something posted up. Thank you, and if you don't mind, of course, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.